Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This would be a self-care video. I know I usually post self-care Sundays or self-care Mondays on here, but I've been sick, so I really haven't been posting like that. But it's about that time to stop playing and just get back into it. For those of you who are new, my name is Soul Sky, and for those of you who have been subscribed, thank you guys so much for the love and support. I just been sick. I had an ear infection that felt like it took forever to get rid of. So we're gonna do self-care Sundays, except it'll be a Wednesday. So I'm really like losing it. Ooh. Whew. Jesus. Sorry. So taking a day out of the week to actually care for yourself is very, very important. Or taking any time out of the day to just care for yourself is very important. I usually do face mask on here, or I wash my hair. Oh, what's going on? I don't know if I'm gonna wash my hair for you guys. If you guys want a video of what I use to wash my hair, as far as like my hair journey goes, if you guys want a story time with that too, just leave that in the comments and I'll get it out to you. But I usually have a self-care day, and that's usually like Mondays or Sundays, usually because that's the beginning of the week, and it's just a fresh start. I do face masks at least twice a week. I try to anyway. Sorry. I don't even know. I'm so tired. Let me get my face mask. I usually do face mask a lot because I wear a lot of makeup. And when you wear makeup, even if you wash your face or whatever the case may be, there's still like dirt from the makeup on your face, and that's why I do like face masks and stuff like that. Because yeah. I think it's very important to take at least a day out of the week or 2 days out of the week to actually like do things that would show that you take care of yourself. Not that you don't take care of yourself on a regular basis, but like stuff that makes you feel good, like do a face mask or get your hair done or get your nails done, get your feet done, stuff like that. Yes, I did just wake up. Yes, I did. No, I do not care that I'm being judged. Thanks. I'm just putting that out there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really think that it's very, very important to at least do something that makes you feel good. That's self-care to me. Even if it's like going for a walk. I have no idea what's going on with me today. Even if it's like really going for a walk in the park or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna put my face mask on in my room, and then we're gonna take it off in the bathroom along with brushing my teeth and stuff like that, and then do my regular routine. Now if you guys want an like an afternoon routine or an evening routine, you guys can also comment that below. I know that some of you are are interested in me doing a fashion haul. If you're still interested in that, leave that in the comments. I'll get that video out to you guys as well. But basically, these self-care videos are just to take care of yourself, to motivate people that, we need a day or maybe two to just take time out and just love on ourselves, treat ourselves to dinner or whatever the case may be. I think that that's very, very important. And I always say, like, you show people how to treat you, This may be a story time. So, you guys are going to judge me. Like I said, I don't care what people gotta say about me. So, this is the same mask, the Nourish Facial Mask, the oatmeal with avocado. So, while I'm putting this mask on, I will have a discussion. People think like I'm this positive person all the time, and you can try to be the positive person all the time, but it doesn't always happen that way. So, oh, and this mask has helped this. I have like a pimple right here. It's helped it like go down. I think it's like it's like in my heart to talk about this. I've been in some toxic situations where I know it was toxic and I still like was like with it, like I still was with the person after I knew it was toxic. And I just want to motivate people to leave the toxic situation that you're in, because I really believe that people show you who they are the first time. I don't think you need like 3 or 4, 5 times to know who somebody is. It's just a lesson that I learned the hard way. I've also been in, and toxic could be just more than a relationship. You could be in a toxic friendship as well. I want to just let that be known. Well, this is getting in my hair. That you can also be in a toxic friendship. It's really real. Like, it's like when you remain in a toxic situation, you start slowly but surely picking up some toxic traits, whether you want to realize it or not. You do. And it's so important to watch who you surround yourself with, because the people that you surround yourself with could either uplift you or bring you down. And you have to really work on yourself. You have to really work on yourself. You can't really this is how I'm seeing life now, and I'm only seeing it like this because I've been in certain situations where I've been in situations where I was lonely, and because I was lonely, I accepted anything and everything. Not only was I lonely, I didn't love myself. And when you don't love yourself, you end up in some crazy situations and messed up situations. And it's crazy. And if you've been on my channel for a while, I also made another video based on like my pregnancy experience. And I felt like after I got pregnant multiple times and I kept losing the baby, I felt like I wasn't, woman enough or whatever the case may be. But I also realized that at that moment I was rushing the process. And that's another thing I've realized. When we rush things, it sometimes ends up feeling like it's kind of like when you rush something. I feel like when you rush a certain situation or whatever the case may be, that because you rushed it did what it had to do early on, and you really didn't get to know who a person was, or that person really didn't get to know who you were, I'm like rambling right now, but this is about toxic. If you're in a toxic situation, a lot of times you won't realize that you're in a toxic situation, but other people will point out that you're in a toxic situation. And I'm gonna give both perspectives. Damn, this is still on my finger. To the person that's outside looking in, if you see that your friend or your loved one is in a toxic situation, you can bring it up, but be careful of how you bring it up to your loved one about it. And honestly, that person may not realize that they're in a toxic situation. And the best thing that you can do is, if they fall or when they fall, is just be there. That's the best thing that you can do. Don't be like, you're in a bad situation and you should leave, and because what you're doing and you don't realize is that you're basically pushing them more closer to the situation rather than away from it. And to the person that's been in a toxic situation, when you do realize that you're in a toxic situation, because eventually you will, if you don't love yourself, you will end up staying in that situation. And my biggest thing that I promote on my channel is self-love, So if you don't love yourself and don't know who you are, or you're lost, you would think that being in that toxic situation is what will help you be better, or it will help you in some form of way. And there goes my cat driving me insane, and there goes my dad knocking on my door to let my cat in. So when you're in a toxic situation, when you're in a toxic situation, you really won't realize it until... Oh, I look even crazier in the light. Sheesh. You really won't... Alright, so you're supposed to let the mask dry, right? You're supposed to... Bro, I look crazy. Anyway, when you're in a toxic situation and you're the one that's actually in it, a lot of times you won't realize it. That's basically what I'm saying. But when you do realize it, because you will, it'll come to a point where you do realize that you're in that toxic situation. You're either one, gonna leave, or two, you're gonna be afraid to leave. Some toxic situations end up being abusive, and you'll realize that that's not what you want for yourself. Alright, so this says to warm it up once it's warm the water and dry it, put it on your face once it's dry. You'll realize once you're in that toxic situation, and you will come to realize that it's toxic. People who are manipulators know that they're manipulating. So don't ever feel bad, or don't ever let somebody make you feel bad for leaving the situation and not wanting to deal with them. Because manipulators know when they are being manipulative. And when they know that you're peeping their game, they'll either, one, stop the foolishness, or two, they'll convince you that how they're treating you is your fault. Don't be that person that takes the blame for someone else's toxic behavior. Don't. Or people just think that it's okay to treat people like shit, and it's not. And always remember that what we allow is what we continue. And that's why I always tell people, loving yourself is so important. And I forgot to get my soap. No, I didn't. That's why I always tell people to love themselves, and how important it is to love themselves. Because if we don't love ourselves, nobody really will. No one will ever do for you what you can do for yourself. Period. So I think that, I don't know, I wanted to talk about toxic because I've been in toxic situations. I've even been in toxic friendships. And it's just one of those things that's really touchy for me. And sometimes, if you continue, and I say this all the time, if a situation continues to happen to you, sometimes you gotta fall back and work on you, because I'm not saying that it's I'm saying that